All right, guys, I'm glad we're here again for the next week book. We're going to talk about one of my favorite athletes, Ronda Rousey. So for you guys, ladies, that have no idea who like Ronda Rousey, who was that? Ronda Rousey is one of the, you could put her as an icon in the UFC world. Maybe the top woman champion. So go back, check out her YouTube on fights. She knocked out people in 6 seconds, 8 seconds. But her book, Rousey, as you see, which is book of the week, very powerful. So a lot of key ideas, a lot of great philosophies, and you'll learn a lot about her journey of how she able to become the Ronda Rousey that you all may know. So let's go ahead and jump in the 6 ideas that I grabbed from the book. I love the book. If you want to go and read it yourself, I definitely recommend it. A lot of great ideas. So Ronda Rousey talks about on her first idea is mastery. Okay, so what she says is that it's no secret pill. All right, we all try to look for the secret diet pill. We want to get the secret way, the shortcut. We want to find how do we cut corners. What she says is that for her to master the arts of jiu-jitsu and for her to become a master in UFC level where she was at, it took so much time and days and years and months of practice. And what she talks about is that if people knew how hard I worked to get my mastery, it won't seem so fun at all. And what she says was that when she became a champion, so many young ladies want to say, I want to be Ronda Rousey. And what she says is, if you've seen the journey, the ups, the downs, the time where maybe she talked about in the book, she was traveling and she couldn't get the money to get it, and she was scraping, asking people, and the shame she went through. But it's those moments in the journey is why, I definitely understand with being an NFL guy, the journey that it takes to get there. So she talks about 10,000 hours. And she talked about one of my successors I love is Bill Gates. Did you know? She talks about that it takes 10 to 20 hours, okay, in the craft to become a master. And you can see somebody like Bill Gates, right? Bill Gates, Microsoft, right? Billionaire, right? But what you did not know was Bill Gates, when he was in middle school and high school, he used to sneak out of his house, go down to the museum, to the library, and spend hours throughout the night working on computers programming. Then he will go back home before his mom wake him up to go to school, and he'll do that almost every day, he said. If you come from the time of him being in middle school and high school, and then now for the time he is, that's over 10 to 20,000 hours. So we often see the end result, but we don't see the process, and that's what she hones in on in the book. It's the hours, it's the time. So whatever journey you're in, whatever craft, if it's an entrepreneur, if it's weight loss, right? If you want to become a master in that area, it's going to take time, right? So that's what she talks about in that, and I love it. One of the biggest problems that we have in our time, guys, in 2017 is that this is of a period of not taking a lot of time. Everything is fast, it's quick, right? Fast food, right? Back in the day, to research things, you go right now to Google, you can get it in about 1 or 2 seconds. Back then, it took hours to get things right. Go to the library, encyclopedia, right? When it comes to fixing vehicles, fixing cars, right? Before you really have to find out yourself. Let's say this, navigation system. It didn't take a second to figure out how to get to grandma's house, or how do I get to that hair place, or how do I get to that store. You actually had to go ask, or maybe you had to go and figure out, go left, turn right, go down 3 blocks. For you guys that are maybe young, don't remember that. I do, but it's a lot quicker process. So because we're so conditioned now of understanding things are so quick, it's hard to think about. It takes time to actually master something, only if you want to master, right? So also, what I love about it is my experience with football. What helped me to master weight loss and fat loss was my condition that I had learned when I was playing football. Understand this, guy. Yes, I had made it through the NFL, but maybe you don't know is how many hours and adjustments and patience and frustration trying to get it right. And my coach said, no, do it again. I try to do it. No, do it again. Right? Going through the losses and some wins and then going through the times where I didn't believe in myself. Like all those times, and you could be going through that as an entrepreneur. You be going through that, maybe going through school, maybe just regular business, maybe relationship with your spouse. So it is a journey, and know that it's going to take time to master how to communicate, master how to be a leader, master if it's weight loss, master how to be a great mother, a great father. So it's going to take time, guys, and I love her mastery idea because it goes to all areas in our life that we're going through, right? So I love that. The second one I love, oh man, this is a good one because I can really relate to this one personally, is find your focus. And as you guys know, you follow me, I always talk about focus, 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 focus on your focus. And what she talks about is that you got to find your focus. And she says that a lot of people, they do focus, but where do you want it to go? A lot of people focus on the result, okay? What she talks about in her book, and I love it, she said that she focused on the process, right? Her quote is, people want to win, but they don't want the sacrifice, the pain, the tears, the overwhelming, physical, mental, the letdowns, the failures, end quote. And I love that because, yes, we want the end result, and that's why we focus on it so much because that's what we want, but we don't focus on the process. So if you're on your journey for weight loss, it's that process, right? That time you got to go cook, you don't feel like cooking. That time on that treadmill, I'll call it the dread meal, where you just on it and that process but you have to focus on it, right? So what part of the process that you see that you need to put more focus on, right? Is it your emotions? Is it time? Is it planning? Is it learning toning? Is it nutrition, right? Is it patience? Right, it all comes to dealing with failure. So there's all areas in the process, and you got to ask yourself, what part do I need to focus on, and or are you focusing so much on the end result where it messes up your attitude, right? Because if you got to lose 100 pounds like I had to, which is hard, like I can't even see with binoculars on my first day, guys, to where you have to focus on right now. Because if you focus on how long it will take, how far it is, I don't see no differences. I'm still in the same size. I get on the scale on Saturday and the scale have not changed. So now you're down. No. Okay. So one thing I love about what she said also, guys, is the process, okay, is your routine and your system. And she talked about that, yes, a lot of ladies want to be a champion like her, but do not want to go through her routine. And she said her routine was working 2 or 3 jobs. And then in the middle of the night, she will go train and sleep maybe 2 or 3 hours, get up to go to work at 5 in the morning, do it again. But she had to stick to her routine, not just going to work, but also going to the gym when she was tired, when she didn't feel like it, when she was dealing with customer service or dealing with a job that she hated, but she knew that she had to stick to her routine or system if she's going to go to her end result, which is being the first woman UFC champion, which she did arrive to. And then also she talked about, guys, I love, is that she says that, yes, everybody lose focus. You have life, you have family, you have kids, you have stress, bills, so many things that try to take your focus. And what she says is the reason why her routine is so important is because it helps her to get back on track. Say it again. Her routine helps her to get back on track. So if her routine is, give example, I get off work at 5 o'clock. My routine is from 6:30 to 7. I warm up. From 7 to 8:30, I train. From 8:30 to 9, I stretch down. From 9, I eat. I sleep, rest. If that's her routine and now she see herself not getting to the gym at 6:30, not doing that, she knows that, okay, something's going on in my life and she has to go back. Same thing with you work, right? You have a same routine. You go to your job, same time. You leave around the same time. That's your routine. So what routine did you say that maybe you need to have or work on? Or what routine are you lacking? Do you have a meal prep routine, right? Do you have a workout routine, right? Maybe routine or the Trainer Rights app, routine with TP Experience workouts. Do you have a routine of, okay, these days that I do cook because I have to take care of my kids, I got to take them to practice. I maybe have to work on homework, maybe if you're a student. So it takes time for routine too, guys. So that's the patience part we talk about in mastery, that you have to practice to find what routine is going to be best for you. But also understand this, on my journey, I had to find multiple routines because I was working on the morning, my schedule changed because of work, and I was frustrated and I had to find a whole new routine. But again, guys, that's part of the process we talked about, is that people do not want the overwhelming mental part of it, but it's part of it if you want to master and be great in the field, all right? All right, next idea I love. Oh, this is awesome because I really, really believe in this. Intensity versus recovery. And what she talks about is when she's fighting, okay, she's on a cage. And what she does is, if she's wrapped up, she will lean on a person, and as a person struggling, she's getting rest. So she's not moving, she's resting. She was able to position her body in a way where put her weight, and she's resting because she knows that a time going to come where she's going to have high intensity. So she says that on there, and a quote, it says, knowing when to rest is the only way to survive. And I love that because so many people have a struggle with high anxiety and not having enough time when you have calmness, right? Or maybe you're working so much but not resting. Or maybe I'm stressed, and I'm not having enough joy to balance it out, right? Same thing when it comes to your joys, right? Maybe my weight loss is not coming the way I want, the numbers, but I'm still seeing joy on my inches. I'm still seeing it with my exercise, meaning my cardio, my strength, right? Or also I love about what she said is that she says that you got to make sure that you know when to rest and when to have intensity if you want to be a champion. All right. And I love that because she says that I cannot have high intensity for the whole bout. It is impossible. Right. But she said if she wants to win, she had to work on this part more than this part, guys. And be honest with you, and from my personal experience, that was one of my problems that I work on because I think in my mind, I gotta work. But my recovery wasn't there. So now what happens over time is that I can't get the intensity that I desire because I'm lacking recovery. Right? No difference if it's an injury. Let's say you have an injury on your shoulder, okay? And now you're like, oh, my shoulder is hurting, but you don't know when to recover. You're not getting a massage. You're not icing. You're not getting a Tylenol or ibuprofen. So you got to make sure, again, that you know how to balance, right? So I love it because I can definitely attest. In football, in the NFL, our coach taught to us. We have 6 seconds, right, of intensity. That's our average play is 6 seconds. And then we have 35 seconds of rest. And what he preached was, during those 6 seconds, you give it all you have. You only got 6 seconds to go, all you got. Then after that, you rest. And I love that concept because it's the same thing with our weight loss. If you work out 45 minutes out of 24 hours, you got 45 minutes to give it all you got. And the other 23 hours and 15 minutes, you resting, you're recovering, right? You're eating, you're resting, you're sitting, your nutrition, your protein, your carbs, your fats, your water intake, right? So you got to know when to turn on and when to turn off. And I love that concept she talks about. She says it again. Knowing when to rest is the only way to survive. So I love that. All right. Next one I love. Keep reading. Oh, man, this was good, guys. This is good. She says that in the book, any book you read, I don't care what book it is, if there's a hero in it. And she sees herself as a hero, and I see Ronda Rousey as a hero also because she's a champion. I know how hard it is to roll to become a champion. But she says this. In the book, if you read the book, write about a story, every hero will go through a couple pages of suck times, adversity, failure, right? Bad moments. And she says that if you want to get past that, I don't care who you are, you have to keep reading. So I love that concept because, again, it's only a moment. But once you keep reading, guess what? You're going to read later on that how that hero came from defeat and now he is a hero. Or you're going to hear about how that bad moment shaped him to be a better person or her a better person. So I want to encourage you. What she says is that time is temporary and moment shapes you for the next moment. And I love that, right? The moment shapes you for the next moment. And she says also, quote, the bigger the challenges, the bigger the story. So look at yourself and say, hey, how big of challenges have you been through? And that's why you're awesome, your story. We all have a story. We all have a school, right? If it's going through maybe a sickness, if it's going through a bad relationship, or whatever you have been through, right? A lot of people have way crazier stories, but that's what shapes us. And I could attest to it because my challenge of transition from the NFL to the real world, I call it, where you have to get a job and no more putting on cleats and shorts and t-shirts and helmets. So that was a big challenge, but also it's a great story, and that's why I have my book. I read my book, and people love my story. So ask yourself, what moment are you in, and how great a story would it be if you had to write that out, right? So think of your challenges as great stories, all right? Keep reading, and keep reading. Your world is keep living, keep going. Don't stop. Don't give up. Okay, it's in there. You're going to learn as you go. You're going to learn why this happened. It's going to shape you so you'll be better, stronger, tougher, smarter for your next moment. And your next moment will come, so you got to make sure we seize the opportunity. All right, so I'm going to go into the next big idea. One of my favorite guys, because being a pro athlete, I could relate to this. This idea is called I See Opportunity. She says that every moment in our life we go through is going to make us better, even the injuries, even the bad moments. And she says it, and it says, quote, many people see injuries as a setback. I see it as a way to progress. And in her book, I love it. She said when she broke her right arm in one of her fights, and she, again, guys, as a UFC fighter, not champion, but in her early years, she'll have fights back to back next week, 3 weeks. So recovery time was not long. So she says that, I love it. She said when she broke her right hand, she knew in her head, I'm going to have a nice left hook. Because she could not practice hitting, so it forced her to now work on her left hook. So now when she get her right arm better, guess what? She have a nice right and now a good left hook. And I love that concept because, again, another thing she says is that setbacks turns into new skills. Say it again, setbacks turns into new skills. So for me, being in the fitness industry for a while, working with a lot of clients, one thing I noticed that we will go through injuries. And a lot of people, even myself, nobody likes to be hurt. Nobody wants to be sick. Nobody don't want to have a knee injury, a back injury, and you got your flow going, you got your system, and now you get down, you're depressed. Oh my God, I can't lose the weight like I was. No. So I want Rhonda to inspire you to think of what is the new skill that you can pick up. So if you're saying, hey, I can't run on a treadmill, okay, what new ways can you do cardio? Is it ropes now, right? Maybe. Is it doing maybe weights of higher reps, right? So there's so many different ways to find ways of how to be better or at least get the job done. So I love that. So my experience, guys, I want to explain my experience with it being football, being an injury. Okay, as you see here, I have an injury. If you guys can't see it, I broke my arm. Okay, in football, my second year playing football in college, I broke my arm, dislocated my wrist. It sucked because, again, being a person that always used my hands but also loved lifting weights, upper body, guess what? I couldn't do it no more. And guess what? The coach still want us to work out. So there's no, oh, I'm hurt. No, we still got to work out. So it forced me now to work on the areas that I did not like, which was legs. Right, being 6'8", going way down low, but it was good because it forced me to learn a new skill, which is I got pretty strong in my legs. I got very, very flexible. My cardiovascular got better because I was doing more running than lifting, so I actually got a new skill. So ask yourself, right, if you get hurt next time, right, because again, we want to make sure we can anticipate adversity, challenges, and that's how we get ready for it, where it does not, tear down our tower, right, our walls. So, example, maybe I can't work out. Maybe you can learn new recipes, all right? Maybe I can't do legs right now. Maybe I can work on the back, which I hate my back, so now I can work on that more, right? Maybe I can go to the gym. Maybe I can pick up some new books of motivation and how to lose weight. Maybe I can learn more about protein nutrition that I struggle with. So I want you to take Ronda Rousey's concept of how she was able to be a champion, and she says setbacks, right, is a way for her to get a new skill. So what new skill that you feel or know that you need to work on or should work on so you become what? Become a master of your craft, and I love that, right? Here we go. The next one I love, be the best, why not? Oh, man, I love this. Dana White. Dana White is the CEO, president of UFC. If you go back years ago, year before it was Ronda Rousey, he had an interview and somebody asked him, will you ever have a female champion? He said, female champion? Oh, no, it will never happen. Because Ronda Rousey saw that, it does not mean that she has to follow his belief. And what she says is that what you have to do in this world is you have to be a big dreamer, right? And you also have to follow your beliefs and not their beliefs, right? So what are your beliefs you have? Is it lose 100 pounds? Is it be in tone? Are you over 50 years old and you say, I want to tighten my body up and be tight and toned? Is that I want to be a good cook? Is I want to get my master's, I want to get a degree? I want to be able to own my own house. So what dream do you have that maybe others won't believe in themselves? Because remember, we all have different limits, different beliefs. Their limit might be here, but your limit might be here. So do not limit yourself on their beliefs and their limits, right? So I love that concept because guess what now? She's a women champion, right? Multiple times, right? Broke box office on pay-per-view, right? Numbers, crazy. But then again, if she believed what Dana White believed, then there would not be no Ronda Rousey we talk about today. Okay, so I love that. She says, your dream, so go hustle. All right. So again, guys, just to recap what I love about it, mastery. She says that it take hours, 10,000, 20,000 hours. So grow into it. The ups, the downs, it's all going to help you to become a master. If it's weight loss, if it's communication, if it's your career, if it's being a leader, whatever crap you want, it's going to take time. Just know that you can't be like Google. Learn to be a leader and get it quick. You got to put time in, guys. Sorry. All right. Find your focus. Focus on the process. Focus on building. Focus on growing. Focus on going through the ups and downs. Focus on your routine, right? I love that. Focus on your routine, on your system. And remember, a system is what? Good strategies repeated. So what strategy do you have that you need to repeat so you can get to the end result, which is your end goal? All right. Also, intensity versus recovery. Learn when to go 100%, right? Know when to turn it down. Know when to turn up. Know when to cool down. So you got to have that balance, right? Just like a motorcycle. Remember that old game? Motorcycle got overheat. You got to let it go. So you don't want to overheat. You got to make sure you find your balance, all right? Keep reading, right? If you're going through a storm, if you're in a storm, keep going, keep reading. She says in the book, between pages 54 and 59 is ugly, right? He's got to get past it. You get a 61, it's better. The hero gets a girlfriend. The hero beats up the bully. Whatever that you're going to read, you must understand you got to keep going in the turn. Remember, you have heads and tails. You might be flipping heads. I promise you tails will come, but you got to keep flipping, okay? Also, again, I see opportunity, right? So when others see defeat, she sees opportunity, right? Through her injury, through the ups, the downs. Remember, she says, the moments will mold us to prepare for the next moment, right? So she sees every opportunity as a way for her to become the master, right? So now she's a master of how to deal with failure. She's a master of how to deal with injury. She's a master of how to still win with maybe little sleep. Like she had to become a master, but she also had to practice it and be open to it and not close to it, right? And last but not least, why not? Be the best, she said. Why not? Why not you? Why not you? There's people before you, right, have done great things. Why not you? God put you on here for you to have your mission be put out. Nobody can do your mission the way you do it, only you. So why not be the best at you being who you are and the gift that God gave you? And I just want to encourage you to make sure that you master that gift and be the best, guys. All right, hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below any thoughts, any main ideas that really helped you out or maybe resonated with you in your life and what's going on with you today, right now. Please, I definitely add feedback towards it. Anything you need, please make sure you reach out. Hope you enjoyed it. Next week book, you're definitely going to know about it. It's going to be awesome. I believe next week book is going to be Imperfections. Something that I know a lot of people struggle with, especially me. We want to be perfect, want to be dead on, want to make sure we get everything right? So we're going to talk about how to avoid being a perfectionist or avoid a fear of failure. Just having gratitude, enjoy. It's an awesome book. I love it. So we'll be touching on imperfections next week. Make sure, again, like, comment, share. If you need anything, let me know. Go to the tpexperience.com. tpexperience.com. You look below. I have a text. And visit it if you need weight loss help, mental training, depression. We have awesome shirts, bottles, tools. We're here to help you grow, help you win. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye.